All right, hello people from the past, present, and future. My name is Jack, or Moonwake534, and today we are going to be doing another Warhammer 40,000 unboxing. Now, if you can't tell by the plethora of other Warhammer videos I have been uploading, I have been absolutely obsessed with this franchise. And I have just gone out and bought myself another box set. This box set being the Dark Vengeance box set. Now, this is the original box, actually, that came all the way out back in 2012, I want to say, for 6th edition. I was able to get an original box off of Facebook Marketplace for a very, very good deal. And yeah, so basically I'm just gonna be opening up this box, see what's in it, see if it's any good in 2021 and in 9th edition. So I'm just gonna flip it over, checking out the back side of the box, lift it up to the camera a little bit so you can see the full contents, a little bit of descriptions, the characters, the battle scene, and that's just basically what it would be on the back side. Yeah, and it's new and sealed, so this is very, very cool stuff. So I'm gonna be opening this bad boy up to see the glorious contents that are on the inside. Oh, I feel like I'm opening up a ancient relic. Oh man, look at that Dark Vengeance. I'm definitely going to be keeping this box just for personal uses. All right, so now we got that open. What's on the inside? Hopefully not everything's broken. Ew, it's a sticky box. Come on. There we go. Nice. And flip. Look at that. And here we got all of our base plates. Looks like... Oh, that's interesting. You can kind of see they have little slits on them. Oh, okay. I see how they did it. So if we're looking it up here, so we got... Actually, here, let's just... Before we start inspecting, let's take out our sprues, why don't we? All right, let's take out, we're getting 4 big old sprues. Those, we'll look at those in just a minute. But let's look at the other accessories. So we got a couple of markers here, which we don't actually see a lot often anymore. This one seems to be popping up. So I think these are basically used instead of like a ruler to determine like the radius of effects that some of the characters actually give out, because sometimes captains will have auras, other factions will have aura effects. I'm pretty sure that's what these are. You don't see these very often. I'm assuming these are probably other sorts of things. So that's very nice. So we'll just put that over here. And then I think this is just a ruler. Ruler freaking. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. I think that's a ruler. It's an old ruler that you can use for your characters. To move them up. That's very nice, very nice. Looks like we got some other bits and pieces of stuff. Oh, what's here? We got a quick reference booklet. There's a quick reference booklet. Oh, I wonder if it's like an average, maybe, perhaps? Dark Angels roster. Oh yeah, this comes with all the stats for all their stuff. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And again, this is 6th edition stuff, 6th edition stats, so it's not technically the most updated of information. Well, of course it's not going to be the most updated information, but yeah, but this is very, very cool. You don't see this very often in very many other things. Let's see if I can get this in the camera. Yeah, so it looks like we have Balthazar, Dark Angels Company Master, that's the stats, Librarian True Mills, the Dark Angels Tactical Squad, Deathwing Terminators, and Ravenwing Bikes. There are all sorts of shenanigans. And then come over here, Chaos Space Marine roster. All this other fancy stuff. I'm gonna pause and give that a better peruse. Quick reference. I'm gonna pause it at any moment. You may certainly do so. All right, we got that. And we got a couple of, ooh, look at that. A couple of booklets. I don't even know what's in this. This is very interesting. This is something of 9-year-old stuff that's been released to 2021 air. I feel kind of bad for some reason. I think it's kind of a relic. But hey, I went for my army. Plus, it's going to be nice for my army. Because I was initially going to be actually running, I don't think I've ever told anyone this, but I was initially going to be running a Phobos-styled army. Because I just got a box set of Shadow Spear, And I also got a Space Wolves Combat Patrol. So I was actually going to be running a Phobos-inspired army. But after I picked up this army, and after, you know, kind of think of it more so like with Phobos armor in general, just kind of their tactics and their kind of niches. I mean, Phobos armor is good. The Phobos material is good. But it's just like, I feel like sticking with a core chapter with their core rules, characters and whatnot, I feel like that was just a stronger option. And if I was going to be picking this up, you know, there's a lot of Dark Angel heavy material in there. And so I always like Dark Angels. They're just really, really freaking cool. But yeah, so that's kind of like my sort of thing. Let's look at the other kind of stuff here first before we get into the, oh, this is the construction. Oh, so they're kind of push fit. You can read it. They're kind of push fit. Very easy to build. I will give them that. You just put your dudes together. Your brothers, if you will, if you feel so inclined. Very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, this instructions. Oh, even the Hellbrutes are very easy to put together. This is like a pseudo easy to build. So yeah, instructions. Very cool stuff. Quick reference sheet. Same thing I think we just saw before there. Just quick reference. Yeah, just basic information. Very, very cool stuff. Ooh, how to play Dark Vengeance. Oh, spooky. Oh, all right. So it looks like this is just, I wonder if this is like the campaign booklet. So like if you want to play some couple custom missions, the battle begins. Oh my. Very frightening. Very, very frightening. Yes, yeah. So I wonder if, yeah. So I think this is probably just like, sorry, I'll just put this down a little bit more. I wonder if this is like sort of, oh yeah. So I bet this is like explaining whatnots and how to play. Very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. You don't see a lot of this stuff in newer boxes. A lot of times they'll just give you the troops and then call it a day. They don't really, Games Workshop doesn't really go the extra mile a lot of times, you know, with their lore and their supplement materials that they oftentimes include inside these boxes. So it's always really cool to see these little bits and pieces of lore and what to. And then if we were back in 2012, this is where we would go to next. Fortunately not. So this is a very cool book. Very, very cool. And then what's here? The rule book? I wonder what, oh, that's really cool. That's very cool. Now is this just, I think this is a 6th edition rule book. That's pretty snazzy. We're probably not going to go through every single thing, but I feel like this is just a really cool little booklet to have. And whatnot, just some older information, you know, missions, crusades, big guns. This is really cool. Very, very cool. This comes with a cool little booklet, rules. Yeah, so rules have certainly been updated since this edition, so I'm pretty sure this is 6th. So the rules have certainly been updated before this, but I feel like this is just good to have just on hand. I feel like this is going to be a good read, you know, just to peruse and stuff like that. So yeah, so very, very cool, good and cool supplement material. Now let's go into some of the more important stuff, the sprues. Now, what are we dealing with here? Now, I'm assuming from these older models, you're probably not getting as much like customization to your troops just right off the box, or to like from any other sort of customization. Because I mean, you can see here, this looks like another Space Marine. Like you can't really, his head's just on there. You know, there's another dude right there. Whatever that is. There's some really, really cool stuff. The Terminators. I'm really, really looking forward to playing with those Terminators. Deathwing bikes. This dude's got a sword. This is super duper cool, man. This is like so cool. Cool stuff. Now let's come over here. Got some more Space Marines. Looking very, very mighty and brave with their mighty bolt guns. May actually want to buy some plasma guns because I know Dark Angels is very, very synergetic. Is that a word? Synergetic with plasma weapons. So we want to look into getting some plasma. You got a bunch of cultists here. There's just one figure, so very, very easy to put together. Another bike. Another Terminator, looks like. So I can't really see because the light's terrible. It's kind of mid-afternoon, so my apologies if you can't really see the stuff that well. Coming on to our third sprue. There's the Halbert. That is a comically large boy. The Chosen, we're cultists. Chosen Chaos Space Marines right there. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. Where's that Chaos Lord, dude? I don't know, he's somewhere around here. But he's got a really cool weapon, not gonna lie. There's some really, really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff there on the sprue. One last sprue. More Space Marines, it looks like. More cultists and another bike. Very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. Man, yeah, it's just so cool and honestly kind of a privilege to look back and look through these older boxes and just these older time capsules. Because it's just like, you're really looking back in time for how the game was back in the day. I mean, the game has certainly evolved since then. You know, there's new rules, new troops, updated models, updated rules. It's just really, really cool. I mean, these troops, these guys will certainly work well into my army. I'm actually going to be splitting the Chaos with a friend. Help down on the price because currently everything that I get is just out of my own pocket. So, but yeah, that's about it. This has been the Warhammer 40,000 Dark Vengeance review. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, you know, leave a helpful comment in the comment section below, because that's why I do it, for you guys. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.